Hey, y'all, pray have a blessed day. Okay, amen, somebody. Look, y'all, when I first met Larry, I was in the thick of it, y'all. I was raising my 4 kids from a previous marriage, and I was doing things on my own. I was not used to being a wife. I was not used to being submissive. I was not used to allowing a man be a man. Okay, amen, somebody. Because of the fact that the whole time I was caring for my kids, it was me trying to get it out the mud with no help at all whatsoever. And so it was hard for me to transition from doing everything to allowing this man, my husband, to come into my life and to be the true head of our household. And that is because I had learned to wear shoes that was good for that time. But when I met my husband, it was time for me to take off those shoes, okay, and allow him to be the man that God created him to be. And so there was a hard transition, but through God and through trials and tribulations, okay, I learned to truly allow my husband to be the head of the household. Because when I say allow, it means that I submitted to him because I had faith in him, because I saw God in him, and I realized who he is in God. Amen, somebody. And so I wore the wrong shoes for a long time. And that's the root of, amen, somebody, the unearthing my shoes experience. It's to help women overcome those things that maybe in the past it was beneficial because it helped us to be where we are right now. Amen, somebody. But it's time to take off those shoes. It was time for me to take off those shoes of needed to have to do everything, for all the responsibility being on my back, for me having to be in control of every situation because it was only me. It was time for me to take off those shoes, even though those shoes played their role. Okay, those shoes was beneficial. It was time when I met my husband for me to retire those shoes. I thank those shoes. Thank you, because you were beneficial. I needed you at that time. I needed to make sure that my family and my children were successful. I had to make sure that we were eating, that we had a roof over our head. But by the time I met my husband, who is a man after God's own heart for real, I needed to be the woman that he needed, and I needed to allow him to be the man that God created him to be for our family. Okay, so a lot of us women are still struggling, and it's not wrong because that you wore those shoes. It was for that time, but now it's time. If you have a man, if you have a true man of God in your life who is truly trying to lead you, it's time for you to retire those shoes. And that's what the amen, somebody, unearthing my shoes experience is all about. I want to help women. This amen, somebody, the unearthing my shoes experience is for women that are used to wearing those shoes, used to wearing those different hats. And you, because you did it for so long, it's hard to take them off. Therefore, this experience is to help you take those shoes off so that you can walk fully in who God created you to be right now. Amen, somebody. It's time to take those shoes off. And what the, amen, somebody, the Unearthing My Shoes experience is an 8-week mentoring session with me. You have an 8-week mentoring session with me once a week, once every Wednesday for 8 weeks. And then it's going to culminate in a retreat, intimate retreat with women, and it's gonna be awesome, y'all. We're gonna use the foundation that God gave me, and that foundation is you have to name it, you have to renounce it, you have to replace it, you have to seal it, and then you have to maintain it. And we're gonna go through all those different stations at the retreat. It's gonna be like a commencement ceremony. Amen, somebody. And you're gonna start walking in your new shoes. And I'm so excited about what God is doing. He actually started this maybe like in 2011. I had a ministry years ago called Beauty for Ashes, B4A, and we did something similar to that. But God helped me to unearth my shoes, unearth the beauty that's on the inside of me. And that's a different story. I'll tell you about that later on. But he did that to show me that it's possible, that the beauty that I thought was gone, beat out of me, was gone, but it was hidden deep inside of me because of life situations, voluntary or involuntary. He showed me that the beauty still is inside of me, and he want me to help other women to reveal the beauty, to unearth the beauty that's still on the inside of you. Okay, amen, somebody. So if this resonates with your spirit, then I encourage you to join and be a part of this, amen, somebody, the Unearthing My Shoes experience, because it will be beneficial. Okay, because God has blessed me, and it's going to be a blessing to you. It's time to take off those shoes. It's time to retire those shoes. Amen, somebody. You thank those shoes because they serve the purpose, and now it's time to retire them. Okay, if you are interested in this experience, you can go to experience.amensomebody.com. That's experience.amensomebody.com, or I will place a link in the comment section. Okay. I pray you have a blessed rest of the day. Okay.